Hi, this is Jana and welcome to the kitchen. You know what? Aaron and I are both huge, and Daddy too, are huge Asian food fans. And this is one of Aaron's, what, favorite?
Very favorites.
Very favorite homemade Asian food. We are having Szechuan chicken today. I am making a double batch, so I'm going to tell you the amount of food that you need. But if you say, that's more than that, that's because I'm doubling the batch for our family. But I'm going to tell you the batch for the recipe. So we've got Jack and Bailey underneath us. So if you hear thumping of tails, that's why.
And the bumping of the camera.
And the bumping of the camera. So anyway, we have in a mixing bowl or just a bowl, put 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And I use this one. You can find it at Asian food stores. And it is a lot less expensive than at a grocery store, but I know everybody doesn't have access like that. And then I've got some either Chinese cooking wine or sherry. And so we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of sherry. And this is Chinese cooking wine. It's like $2, $3 at the Asian food store. But if you don't have an Asian food store, at your grocery store, you can find sherry, sweet sherry, or use white wine. Or if you don't have that, just use some chicken broth, okay? And so then I've got I've got 4 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon of cornstarch. Oof. And so I'm gonna mix those together. And then I've got 1 pound of chicken tenders or chicken breast, whatever you have. 1 pound of chicken cut up.
Bite size.
Bite size. And so we're going to pour that over the chicken to marinate it. And so just stir this up. All of this is going to be cooked. So if you see me use the same utensil after touching raw chicken, it's okay because it's all going to be cooked at a high temperature. So I'm just going to set this aside now to marinate with that white wine and the soy sauce.
I was her sous chef today.
Yes, Aaron did all the whopping and chopping for me today. We've had a busy day today.
And it's kind of chilly out, so it just this sounded really good to make on a cool kind of fallish day.
Yeah, it's pre-Thanksgiving, but yet we are craving our home-cooked foods. Okay, now while that's set aside, we are going to do the sauce that goes on our Szechuan chicken, okay? So we are going to do 6 tablespoons of light soy sauce. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to mix that together. And then after we cook the chicken, this is going to go on. After we cook the vegetables, everything, this is going to go on. So get those 2 incorporated really well. And now we need 1 cup of chicken broth plus 2 tablespoons. Whew.
When she first made this recipe, oh my goodness.
Right up Erin's alley. She loves it. And so now I'm going to do 1 cup plus a half a cup of chicken broth. And then we're going to do a half a cup of oyster sauce. And so a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Get all that goodness in there. Here we go. And now we have 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Get all this in here. Then I've got some fresh ginger. I've got 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger. And I just put it on a fine grater. I actually grate it frozen, it's easier.
And it lasts longer if you freeze it.
I always keep my ginger in a freezer, in a Ziploc bag. And now for the secret ingredient is Sriracha. Not too secret, is it?
It's really good.
Well, a lot of people have sriracha nowadays.
You might want to check your rice, Mama.
Check my rice. I've got my rice started because this doesn't take long. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down.
We didn't want it to boil over. So.
No, boil over. Okay, you might hear me skedaddle if it starts to go over. I think I turned it down far enough. So see, you can see this is a lot of sauce, but Erin's going to eat this for all week.
Yeah, she's going to be
busy this week.
And so it's just going to be my go-to food for the work week. So
I might not be able to cook her lunch every day before she goes to work. All right, so see, that's as easy to, these are all things that are common in your house. Soy sauce, especially if you like Asian food. Cornstarch, sriracha, okay, these are all common things. Chicken stock, oyster sauce. Oyster sauce comes in lots of different brands. This is the brand I happen to use. If you have an Asian food store near you, my preference is the Lee Kum Keys premium oyster sauce, but there's Panda brand at most stores, and that works just fine. And even though I used sriracha today, if you're like, that's not spicy enough, guess what? You can put in your favorite, kick it up, the spicy chili crisp or whatever you like, okay? And so this is just try it once and then adjust it to your liking, okay? And so we're going to be right back. We're going to turn things around here. All right, we are over here to our stove, and I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of peanut oil to my wok. And as you can tell, my wok is hot. This is going to sizzle good now. I'm going to add half my chicken. To this. And it's going to cook. Bring my fire up here. And we are going to do this in parts.
I'm going to zoom in on it.
And zoom in on it. Give me a white bowl up there on the top right. Top right. Yeah. Thank you. Since we're doing it in batches, if you have a big wok, if you don't have a wok, that's okay. You can just use your non-stick skillet, whatever you have, okay? And if your skillet's too small, that's okay. Just do it in smaller batches. We're going to let this cook a little bit. We'll be right back. All right, we got our chicken cooked. Don't overcook your chicken. It's a moist bird, so, and they're very small bites. And
that
so,
it's going to be getting like twice cooked.
Right, and it's going to get cooked again. I just rinsed out the little bit of cornstarch. This is not a non-stick wok, and so it had a little bit of the cornstarch stuck on the bottom, and so I rinsed it out. And now I'm going to add another tablespoon of peanut oil, or whatever oil you like to use. And I'm going to add one, for you it would be 1/2 onion. And Erin cut it, Julianne style, beautifully.
I like them kind of thin cut because it's easier to cook, and
we like them cooked down because this really does cook pretty fast when you're making a single batch. Just that we're making a double batch today. So I'm giving you the ingredients for the single batch though. Okay, so there's the onion. I'm going to put that in. And it's going to really shrink down. So, and then on top of that, I've got one
stock.
Yeah, half a stalk of celery. You know, like the entire stalk, like all of them.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. And this is just, we did the whole thing. You'll do a half of it. So So if there's like 8 stalks on there, then you're going to cut it. You can cut it the other way too. You can just cut it sideways and make them small and thin.
It just, when you eat it, it just tastes a lot better when it's very thin, so you won't have to worry about chewing it too much. Because sometimes celery can be kind of stringy. So I just do it. I learned to cut them really thin when I first started making this.
Yep, just Julianne did. She cuts them in half the lengthwise, and then she cuts them in sections. She's very patient when she's doing her cutting, but you do it the way you like to. I'm just going to watch to make sure it's not scorching on the bottom here. And I'm going to cover it for just a couple minutes. I might add another drizzle of oil just to make sure it's not dry down there. That's quite a bit, but it's going to have water to it too.
And it's going to shrink tremendously.
Yes. And so cook this to your taste. So it's going to get all put in a sauce, and so it'll cook down even more. And so you're going to want to make sure that you don't overcook it, because it's going to go back into a liquid. So we'll be back. I'm going to cover this with a lid just for a couple minutes. Okay, let's see where we're at on here. It has reduced down quite a bit. And they're getting softer. They're getting limper. So this is the time where we are going to add in 1 bell pepper. But of course, Aaron likes bell pepper, so we have more than 1 bell pepper, but we also have a larger batch than what you're going to make. And so now we just mix this in. And now this is once again your preference. If you like your peppers, this is just sweet red bell pepper.
You can kind of experiment, kind of do like a little experiment as to what you like, or.
Well, if you like your vegetables crisper,
yeah,
then don't cook them as long in here, okay? And so now I'm going to put the lid back on, let them kind of steam fry, and we'll be back. All right, we have, these are all optional now, some water chestnuts, and I just chopped them up a little bit. But you can leave them as slices, as whatever your family likes. This would be the time where you would add, like, if you want baby corn or the black mushrooms or whatever. This is when you would add them, because those just need heating up. And that's basically, see how the celery's cooked now? Isn't that color is beautiful, Erin?
And it is very pretty. Perfect for like Christmas, if you want to change it up a little bit for a different kind of meal.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Really?
New Year's, something different.
Yeah.
It's very flavorful once you get everything all cooked together.
And those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. And so we're just about there. All right, we are back, and I'm going to turn my fire down in just a second. Here's our sauce, our Szechuan sauce. Erin likes, what do you call it, Erin? Extra sauce.
Yes.
Even at the Chinese restaurant, she always orders extra sauce.
I mean, that's the best part, the sauce.
She likes it on her rice.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have quite this much sauce with your regular batch, but we like the sauce. That's the whole point. And you can tell the cornstarch is starting to do its thing on the side here. Getting thicker. Now here's where I'm going to lose some of you. Maybe, or maybe not.
Just a little bit.
It's just a little bit. I'm going to add maple syrup just to give it a little touch of sweetness. Huh?
That's pretty good. Just a tad.
Or if you don't have maple syrup, but I like maple syrup is low glycemic. But I've even used pancake syrup when I didn't have any maple syrup in the house.
I used pancake syrup when I was in Kansas City.
Yeah, just to give it that little edge of
Sweet.
sweetness.
Because you have to remember the red bell peppers are kind of sweet too, so just need a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah, so we're gonna let this come to a simmer and we'll be back and you'll see it all thickened up. Okay, you can see the sauce is thickened up. We did mix a little bit of cornstarch and a few drizzles of water and drizzled it in just to get it to the consistency where we liked it. So every batch is different because of the consistency of the water of the celery. So now I'm going to add in our pre-cooked chicken. You can see this makes a big batch when you make a double batch. And that's exactly what our family likes. We love leftovers. So this is 2 pounds, look at, this is 2 pounds of chicken tenders, which was $12. And then we had 1 stalk of celery, and if you get it at Aldi, it's $1, like and a quarter for celery. And then 3 bell peppers was $3.
I think it was actually just 2.
Huh? 2 bell peppers?
2 bell peppers.
She had 2 red bell peppers, and so that would be $2. And then water chestnuts, I think were $2. But when you think of all these servings, of how far that goes, and then just some rice. And once you buy like your soy sauce and everything, then that is what makes, I had some browning from the chicken that got in there. And so then the cornstarch that was on that chicken is also going to help thicken the sauce, see? Pulls it all together. And this is where you taste it. And if it's too salty or too whatever, you adjust and add some more cornstarch and water to make it the right thickness that you like. Everybody's got different tastes. And so if you want it spicier, make sure you taste it first, and you can add more sriracha. I'm going to serve it up onto some rice, and then we're going to top it with peanuts or cashews. This was beautiful with cashews. I've done it with both. I just happen to have some peanuts today. And Erin's going to add some baby corn to hers.
You'll see it in the final photo. I'll show you what it looks like.
And she's got black mushrooms in hers, but some of us don't prefer to have those, and so she's going to cook those separately and add them to hers. And so this is as easy as it is. It really doesn't take that much time. The thing that takes the most time, I think, is the cutting of the vegetables.
Yeah, it was.
And so
you just gotta watch like a movie or a YouTube video. That's what I did
yeah,
while I was chopping.
While she was chopping. And so we're gonna be back and serve this up. All right, we're back, and we've got our plate with some steamed rice. And come in with our Szechuan. Look at that, beautiful. Just like that. Erin, you want to hold this for just 1 second? I forgot to open up my container here. And then you just put, if you like it, and put some peanuts on there. Exactly what sounds good on this chilly, cold day. The colors are really pretty. It's not quite showing up as pretty as it is, but it's a beautiful dish. Thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen.